Hello, my name is Joseph Miller. I'm a veteran of the U.S. Army. I was in the 82nd Airborne Division. I was a platoon leader, executive officer, and an Iraqi Army advisor with 3 tours, 2 short tours in support of Iraqi elections, and then a year-long tour as an Iraqi Army advisor, adding up to about 20 months. Nowadays, I'm a doctoral student in history, and I'm an avid ultra runner and sort of an open sufferer of a post-traumatic stress disorder. Hopefully showing that some of us suffer and strive at the same time, and that's sort of my one of my main objectives. So for this forum, I think the best event to describe is sort of the craziest sort of second of Iraq. It occurred when my platoon was responding to a grenade that had been thrown and the pin had been pulled, but for some reason it didn't cook off. So the grenade, it was a piece of unexploded ordnance. So we brought in an explosive ordnance team there, and when we got there, there was a major firefight with a number of platoons from different companies on this major intersection, and I think northern Mosul, sort of north central Mosul. So during this firefight, as we're clearing the objective of the grenade, I heard this very loud explosion, and my battalion commander, company commander, and a bunch of leaders were all in the same place. And the radios fell silent, so I knew something bad had happened. So I drove over to the event without any real guidance, over to the sound, and as I ran out to check on my battalion commander, my battalion operations officer, who was wounded, not severely, they returned to duty. My battalion commander didn't, got very minor treatment and didn't even leave the firefight, and the battalion operation officer, left the firefight, but was back on duty later that day. But during my run over, there was an F-14 that passed. They did a very close flyby, and I jumped, and my platoon made fun of me at length because an F-14 pass and an RPG launch it's pretty indistinguishable in terms of sound. Might have been somewhere between 100 feet and 100 meters. It's a pretty large range, but it was really fast. It was an afterburner pass, and so fast that it almost hit 2 Kiowa helicopters, and it happened because during the firefight, 2 of the Air Force JTACs mixed up above ground level with sea level pass and got confused, and I think that's just normal. Normally what happens in firefights is you might make that little mistake and something crazy like that will happen.